the Sooner Nation and Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense is on the field for the first time today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble.
Brings it to the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Can't get him to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. It'll be a draw. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Gage. Got it set up on the outside. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Grab behind the line. It's Anger. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
To throw, it's Gage. Caught. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
They just keep firing. Caught over the middle. It's Larson. Touchdown Sooner! A great catch and run for 6. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance you get. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in the game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gamecocks offense will get the ball for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. At midfield, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion situation, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing the rhythm and the cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read. Execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Out of the gun, the inside kick. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the 1st quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Davenport. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And the draw play, you know, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
Back to pass, it's Gage. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A strike downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Sooners are on the move. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside that are going to make plays, obviously it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
The option look. Now the pitch. Oklahoma! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Anytime the pitchman is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but, man, this offense is rolling. They're up 14 over Cincinnati. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Leaves it with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Finds his man. It's Davenport. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Off the RPO, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Gage. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes with the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Dropping back, it's Gage. Fires it down the seam. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw for it. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a 1st down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Now on the move. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Result of the play is
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on second down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're going to get on top in this game. They're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got him.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Turning it on! He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Looking to throw, it's Gage. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. The Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. He's going to be stopped a yard or two short of the 20. It'll bring up 4th down and decision time.
Offense facing 4th down.
Makes the grab on the left. That will be enough to move the chains and get them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Sooners are marching down the field. Now they'll run the draw. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw. It's Gage. Firing to the right, complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up by 21 over Cincinnati. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Complete to start this drive. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Oh, better look out! Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Off the play fake. He's got the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Handoff from the shotgun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Right back to him on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. And the holder will put it down on the left hash. A 34-yard attempt coming. Never a doubt. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. It's a draw. Shakes off the defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Gage. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They've got the screen set up. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Just keep giving them the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for a receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to the running back, and he's making plays.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Right on the money. shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100-touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
And he's going to bring it out. And the coverage team gets to return her on the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want to.
There he goes. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Going to look downfield again. It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davenport. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lay. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Working that left side. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They'll try to run it in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Quick strike complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina! PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they trailed 35-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year. But, man, this offense is rolling. They're up by 28 over Cincinnati. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it! Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the punishment has been extended. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. A little release to the back. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. Got him downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Big guy smells it. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
With a deficit like this, unless you just want to get your field goal kicker some work, you might as well go for it and try to get a touchdown. Makes the catch. Gave him a chance to run it into the end zone, and the defense would have none of it. They stop him short. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement to the future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
So now things a bit harder after that delay of game penalty, and now you got... about getting it out of the shadow of your own goalpost. Running back searching for a hole. Jumped on top of the pile.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.